Hello and welcome to another episode of Hooks and Dice. I'm Lila Croca. My special guest Tommy again. He's gonna be in as many episodes as I can wrangle his help for. I'm going to be here until March. Yeah, because unfortunately we're not going to be able to get married before I have to leave the country, because I can only be here for 3 months at a time until we're married and I've got legal residency. So, but until then, he will be helping me, hopefully.
Yeah.
With the episodes. And we're going to cram as much fun in as we can. We played a lot of games lately.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we stopped being sick. We didn't have an episode last week because we were sick as dogs. Oh my gosh. Blah.
No fun.
No fun. But we're feeling much better now.
Mm-hmm.
I think. You're feeling better?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Good. Yeah, I still have the sneezes all over the place. I thought that was fake, by the way. I thought that people on TV that were pretending to be sick and were sneezing, because I'd never had a cold where I was sneezing. And so I thought it was fake. And then I started sneezing before I got the cold. Well, as I was getting the cold, I'm like, am I having an allergy attack? No, I have a cold. And so, a joy of joys. And it wasn't just one sneeze, it was like 5 in a row. Yeah, it was insane. So, not fun. But I'm all better now. So we've been playing some games. We played Mice and Mystics.
Mm-hmm.
I always want to say of Mice and Men.
I'll go get the box.
Oh yeah, get the box. I don't know why I want to call it a Mice and Men other than it's just that close to it. But Mice and Mystics, it's a, would you say board game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a board game. He's getting the box. And it's for 1 to 6 players?
1 to 4.
1 to 4 players, that's right. So, there's the box. Mice and Mystics. It's very cool. Yeah. There you go. It's kind of like D&D.
Yeah.
For a board game.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a
got
role-playing board game.
A lot of rules that you constantly have to refer to as you are playing when you're first playing. There's the rule book. And Sorrow and Remembrances is the first adventure path, would you say?
Yeah, it's the base campaign for...
Oh, that's shiny. There you go.
There we go. And I think you can pick up more. It seems the way it's worded.
That you can pick up more.
Expansions.
Yeah. So, I don't want to be too spoilery.
No.
But it's a cooperative game.
You can spoil this part of the plot.
Yeah.
I guess.
So you start out as humans, and something bad happens, and you end up as mice. And you're trying to get through the castle.
Yep. And you're walking
There's
around on these
tiles. That light's a killer.
Yeah. And then there's
tiles on the flip side.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And sometimes you can flip them around when you do certain things. You can move to the other floor, basically.
Yeah, right there. So it's little, but it's there. This little there. Yeah. There.
Yeah, the yellow.
So if you land on that and you succeed in your roll, then you can flip the tile.
Mm-hmm.
And go on a mini quest. Is that what you call it?
They were side quests. Yeah.
Side quests.
Those for some of them you needed to flip them to get to a different location.
Right. But some of them are side quests.
Yes.
So, there are how many characters? 6?
Yes. Yes, there are 6 in the base.
6 characters, and they have different archetypes like warriors and healers and...
That's one of the main protagonists.
Yeah, that's the prince.
Yes, Prince Colin.
And it's fun. It involves dice. It involves cards. There's kind of a time limit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
and each sort of each part is sort of mini quest in and of itself, and then you have a time limit for that, and then once you succeed that, you move on to the next part. Or you can play them as separate adventures, and you have these little special dice with different tokens like cheese, bow symbol, shield, and sword symbol for attack, defense, and special abilities.
Yeah. So, it's a bit involved, but it's fun to play. It's not difficult to learn at all. And I will include a link at the end of the video that has a tutorial on YouTube for getting set up and playing. There are villain tokens. What do you call them? Miniatures?
Miniatures, yeah.
Yeah, villain miniatures, and there are good guy miniatures that you can move on the board. So it really puts me in the mind of a D&D campaign.
Yeah. Well, here's Colin again. And if you're into miniature stuff, you can possibly also paint them.
Yeah, there's no reason why you can't.
Yeah.
That's probably why they're a base color like that.
Yeah.
So you can paint them yourself.
So if you're into like Warhammer or other miniature games and have paint and stuff, you can paint these and make them look even cooler.
Yeah. So we played, we lost because I think mostly because we forgot to read some of the abilities on our cards for our characters.
Yep.
But then we also screwed up a couple of times when we were putting out villains. Yeah. So
we made it harder for ourselves and easier for ourselves.
Yeah. And we still lost.
Yes.
So I recommend this game. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And like I said, I will give you a link to the YouTube tutorial at the end of the video.
And if you like either role-playing games or board games, it sort of fits for, or miniature games, it sort of fit for any of those kind of gaming. There are games in a similar genre, like the Dungeons and Dragons board game is somewhat similar. The old Hero Quest is also like this.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
So, in the crochet world, I stopped crocheting for a while. 1, because I was sick, and 2, because I ran out of green and yellow for my, poncho that I'm making for myself. But I got some more yarn yesterday. I probably bought too much yarn yesterday, but, it was on sale. You can't pass it up when it's on sale, because then when it isn't on sale and you need it and you don't have it, then it costs you more in the long run. That's my justification, and I'm sticking with it.
Well, as long as you use it.
Oh, yeah, I'll be using it for sure. I'm already using it. Where is my... Oh, you hid it from me.
Yes.
My current project involves Pringles! Wrong way. This way. Aha! They don't have these in the U.S. Extra spicy Pringles. They're delicious. I am making a candle cover. Let's see how well this will show up. Yeah. So there's the ring and the candlestick, and then there's the candle itself, and it just slides over the can. And I'm not done, obviously, but it slides over the can, and then you can use the can to store candles or cookies and give them to somebody, or why didn't I put that back in the bag? So, and the original idea, they call it a 911 candle because it's an emergency candle. You can put your flashlight in there and then have it in plain view in your house, so if the power goes out, then you know exactly where the flashlight is and you're not scrambling for it. So
and that's decorative as well.
Yeah. So. Norway's huge on candles. Oh my gosh. Candles here and there and everywhere. I'm surprised the place hasn't burned down. But they use a lot of fake candles. So I've got some really pretty ribbon, and I've got some flower patterns, so I can, once I finish the candles, the Pringles jar candles, it even has a little couple of drips coming down the side and a flame coming up. So it's really detailed. Sally George, I believe, is the person who wrote the pattern back in '98, if I can read it correctly. Doesn't that... Oh, maybe that's 82. 87?
I think it's a 2.
Yeah.
It looked like 82, yeah.
Yeah. So it was written in the 80s by Sally V. George. And the thing is, Pringles must have come in smaller containers back then. Because I did finish the way she told me to do it. And it was a little over half the size of the Pringles can. It wasn't even anywhere near the end of it. And granted, these Pringles cans are about this much bigger than the American ones. But it still didn't come anywhere near the regular size Pringle cans. So I have to double the length of the candle for the regular size and then add 11 rows for the taller Pringles cans.
Yeah. Well, I've seen smaller
Pringles they
cans.
do have like half size ones, but those aren't the norm.
No. These are more common.
Yeah. So, I'm going to make a few of them. I've got a really shiny, it's almost silver yarn that his brother gave me for Christmas that just makes perfect for candlesticks, silver candlesticks. Mm-hmm. And then I picked up a shiny black, and I'm going to do a yellow because they don't really have gold in this. It's acrylic. I've mentioned it before. There are 3 kinds of acrylic that I've found here so far. They're all by the same brand, but they have different names because Polly is a more utilitarian acrylic, and Thea is the shiny acrylic, and Helen, or Helene, is in between. It's not shiny, but it's not as matte as the Polly. So I have all 3 kinds, thanks to everybody giving me yarn. So, it's a safe bet for Christmas to give me yarn. I'm going to be like, yay, yarn! So, I'm not hinting or anything. Not me. No, but it's, so I'm going to mix and match. I'm also going to do some spring colors for Easter, because I figure people will want Easter candles. Yeah. And it never hurts to have a few Easter things amongst the Christmas things at the Christmas bazaars. If they have an Easter bazaar, then hey, I'm prepared. Right. So
usually use purple candles for Easter.
Yeah, I've got purple. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I was thinking a very nice light green that I have also. Yeah. You know, so I've got some options.
Yeah, yellow works too.
Yellow, but the flame is going to be yellow, so true. I kind of want to stay away from that. So, yeah, that's the next fun thing that I'm doing right now. Then I'll finish
orange
up.
Flame with the yellow candle.
Could do that, but I hadn't seen the orange in those kinds of yarn. Yeah, so I would have to pick them up somewhere. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to finish that up, and then I really should finish up his mom's purse, the Southwestern rainbow and black purse that I'm making for her, before I move on to other projects. I want to make myself a bathrobe. It's kind of ambitious. It might be better just to buy a bathrobe, but you know, I like to make my stuff whenever I can, and especially since I'm a big girl and they don't usually sell stuff in my size, so you know.
Bathrobes tend to be very roomy to begin with, so like mine fits you.
Barely fits me. Used to fit me better. Yeah. But anyway, we've played Phase 10, which is a card game. Mm-hmm.
By the makers of Uno, I think?
Uno, yeah. And
very, you see immediately that they're made by the same company.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah. They changed it since we bought, when I say we, I mean Omar Marina and I bought it. It had 4 phase cards, which told you the different phases you need to play in order to win. Well, now they only give you 2 per pack. And I guess they figured they were giving people too many, but if you have 4 players, it's nice to let everybody have their own. Yeah. So...
It's not a big hassle.
No, it's not. You can share. Yeah. I don't like to share. I'm kidding. So I taught them Phase 10, and it wasn't bad. You know, it was nice that Tommy was translating for me, because there was stuff I couldn't get across in English.
Right.
And And
the rules seemed a little complicated at first, but that seems to be the case with every new game we try like with the Mice and Mystic as well. Like, what are all these rules?
Yeah.
But
I think the Phase 10 rules were less complicated than Mice and Mystics.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just the moving on to phases and when do you stop and all that.
Yeah.
That's got a little like...
We had to make a few house rules.
Once you get started and actually played, it made sense.
Yeah, and that's what I told him. I said, I'll give you the basic rules and then we'll just play and I'll tell you as we go along. And it was pretty easy. I ended up winning, but I've been playing for 16 years. So,
not by much though. It was a close race.
It was a close race, yeah. And it was fun because, as expected, they would pull ahead of me and then they would fall behind me, and it's almost right up until the end. You don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah,
which is what makes it fun.
And which is a good game design too.
Yeah, yeah, it really is.
Monopoly has gotten a lot of crap for that, and not like it's like someone is out of the game 2 hours or an hour into the game, and the rest play on for like 4 or 5 or more hours.
Right. So
you sit there twiddling your thumbs, waiting for everyone else to finish playing.
Yeah.
That's poor game design.
Yeah. So let's see. The crocheting. Oh, Tommy's mom let me borrow her digital row counter, which is fun. If you wear it as a ring, I should show it to you, but I, again, don't know where we set the... There it is. The bag.
Yep.
It's in there. And it's going to be in the bottom in there, so it's going to be a little bit of a search. Oh, yeah, I should show that, too. So, this little doohickey... Oh, I have yarn on me. Is a digital row counter, rather. You wear it like a ring. You press the big button and it counts your rows for you, and there's a reset button. It shuts off after a while if you aren't pressing the button, but then it goes right back to where you were, so you don't lose your place. Yes, it remembers it. So it's a power save thing, I imagine.
Yeah.
And then, oh, I knew that was going to happen. You knocked off the little bitty magnet. This is a stand. You can see there.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
It's stuck to your pliers.
Oh, well, that's convenient. So it holds the patterns on there for you with this little magnet here. And then this magnet doubles both as holding it down and keeping your place in the pattern. It shows you what row you're sitting on. I want one. I really like it. She has one that's a little fancier. It's two-sided, and you can lay it on its side instead of just up and down.
Yeah, and it's got some pockets for storing extra patterns.
And a place for your pen. So, I like hers, but this one's good. Something simple like this is good for me. So, I will be picking one of those up some point in the future. Probably when I come back to Norway. I have to leave for 3 months and then come back. So, that's probably when I'll pick more stuff like that up. She organized her knitting drawer today. The woman has an amazing stash of knitting needles and placeholders, and oh my gosh, I about fell over. I'm like, what's this? I'm tapping this little bundle. She unrolls, you know, like in the movies when you see the guy, the big tough guy, he brings this thing of weapons and he rolls it out on the table. That's what she did with her knitting needles. I was like, wow, I'm impressed. I thought I had a lot of crochet hooks. No, this woman leaves me in the dust with her knitting needles. And she's like, see, I have this and this and this. And I'm just like,
Many years of collecting.
Yes. She's got years on me. I haven't been collecting, you know, because I've been crocheting. And I've had the same hooks for almost 17, 18 years. These bamboo hooks that I got, that I tried out recently, are the first new hooks that I've gotten in God knows how long.
You should mention your hat as well that you made.
Oh, yeah. I don't see it.
I'll get it.
Oh, thank you. His mom and I did a crochet along, or crochet together. I'm getting rid of all the dog's toys. And she purchased kits for us to make snow hats Let's see if I can get the box open. She did a cream colored one, and I did a black one. It comes with a label that says made by me. And it's got a big floofy pom-pom. And it's fun. And I had her take a picture of me wearing it. Oh, I look ridiculous. But it is a nice hat, and it was easy to make. It was all done in half double crochets, except for the single crochet border at the end. It was done with what is it? Oh, a 10 millimeter hook. So a very huge hook, the biggest hook outside of a P. I think it's a K or an N. I don't know, JK. Yeah, it's either a K or an N. So that was fun. We did that together towards the end of when I was sick. Because I also, charming, wonderful person that I am, smacked my heel on a chair in the kitchen and injured my heel so badly I could barely walk. So I was confined to the couch for a week while my foot healed, and so they were nice. They brought me meals, and she came down and hung out with me, which was very nice. So I think I'm going to cut this one here because we're already at 20 minutes and seems like we've barely talked about anything.
We didn't even get talked about the campaign.
Yeah, about the campaign. So we'll have to save that for next time. But I think the thing too is that we're cramming 2 weeks into one episode.
Yeah, and you're I don't know, maybe you're more productive and more projects.
Yeah,
working on.
And I'm working on more stuff now. So anyway, thanks for watching and have a great day.
Bye.